All right, in this problem we have a deposit of $7,912 is made into a new account that earns 5.75% simple interest. No additional deposits or withdrawals will be made for 2 years. Which amount is closest to the balance in the account at the end of 2 years? And there's all our options. The first thing I'd like to do is just highlight all the important stuff in here. The important information, I should say. So we have 7,912, which is our principal. We've got 5.75% simple interest, and then we've got 2 years. We want to know what is this value after 2 years. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is choose our formula. There's a couple of interest formulas, so make sure you choose simple interest, which is this right here. And now let's go ahead and see what each of these values are going to be before we set up our equation. So our principal is given as $7,912. Our interest rate is given as 5.75%, or it helps me to say 5.75 per 100, which would be written like that. And that's the same as saying 0.0575, which is a nice way to put it into the calculator. And then our time that we're going to be leaving it in and checking our balance at the end is 2 years. Right, now I can rewrite my my formula, and then I like to line everything up the best I can underneath my variables, just to keep track of what I'm doing. So our principal again is $7,912. Our interest rate is 0.0575, and I'm just putting parentheses around it so I can easily distinguish it from the other numbers. And then our time is 2 years. And I have already worked this out, and it comes to $909.88. Okay? And I've mentioned this before. Sometimes if you get an answer, the answer is going to be sitting over here, even if it's really not the final answer that you're looking for. They didn't do that in this case. However, I just want to point it out. It is a possibility. So this just tells us what our interest is after 2 years, but we want to know what's the total amount that we have in the bank. So what we have to do is go back to this $7,912 and add the interest that we made on that money. Notice how I say we're all making money for the next 2 years. Okay, so let's add these together. 9, I don't know what happened there. Okay, 9 and 2 is 11, and that's 2, and 9 and 9 is 18, and that's 8. So we come up with 88, 21, 88. Notice they have no pennies. We're just going to round this to 88, 22. And that is our answer, and that is answer C. If you notice, this answer is only $12 more than our principal, so we could have eliminated that one at the beginning if we had a good feel for what the interest would be. Okay? All right, well, I hope this helps, and I will see you in the next one.